Still living it today, but you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still in this crazy world, people dying like flies every day. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You wouldn't know about it. And then man in the lamp black coat knocks on your door. Cause Wednesday's meeting, that's what I
Indeed, we are living in a crazy world. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me in this video. Still Thursday, the 10th day of July 2025. Benue, 4 killed, policemen kidnapped as suspected herdsmen launch fresh attack on Yelewata, Udei. Come, let's calm down and think about this. I'm talking about the same Yelewata that more than 200 persons were killed recently, and within few weeks the attack has come back to the community. What is in the soil of this community? What are they actually looking for? The governor told us that they have gathered vigilante. Now I'm aware that the vigilante group, the NSCDC, this is civil defense corps, and the policemen, that they were on joint patrol. When they saw, like 2 kilometers, they saw houses burning, and they said, what is going on there? Let us rush and see what is going on. And as they were going, these terrorists ambushed them, killed some persons, kidnapped the policemen. And if we come out to protest like what we did last year, if we start protesting now because of bad government and the way things are, it is the same police people that will first come out to tear gas us. But now look at what is going on. Look at what is going on. Policemen kidnapped. So if security operatives could be kidnapped, what will happen to the rest of the community? Thank God Benue State is not in Anambra. So Ludo would have said that it is still Igbos that are kidnapping them. That is another story for another video anyway. Now, let's understand what transpired. 4 persons, including a security personnel, were killed after a deadly ambush by suspected armed herdsmen on Udei and Yelewata in Benue State on Wednesday. Do you understand? Who actually are sponsoring this? You know, I made a statement that people will not find funny. I said the day these people had coalition meeting, that is the only day in 2025 that there is no terrorist attack in Nigeria. You don't get it. I mean, the day they have coalition meeting, that is the only day there is no terrorist attack in Nigeria since this year, 2025. We are keeping the record. Now, apart from that, do you still understand that during the election, I mean general election, terrorist attack will cease, that 2-3 days, interval? Does that not send a message to you that people who are the engine room of these terrorists are also participating in politics? And someone that is so emotional will still come out to tell you that they just want to remove Tinubu and the whole problem will finish. I disagree. Despite Tinubu, portray himself to be a scam, and his government just never suffering more than Buhari's administration. Everything is just going down to the structure of this nation that won't work again. Now, I had a conversation yesterday with an elderly man. I like meeting and talking with elderly people. And he is from Kaduna State, and he's a well-known person, but we discussed a lot of things that I will not bring him in the public. So he was telling me that Nigeria has helped him, and he said a lot of things that he would not like to stand in the way of Nigeria division, like continue to, admire people who don't like the country, according to what he said. So after that, I told him that, yes, you see, there is time for everything. I understand that during your time, you were given free scholarship. You went to outside the country to go and school. You people were enjoying everything. But that was your time. But today, the same system that made you happy is killing us. It's killing our people. It's posing danger on us. So, would you want us to just continue to clap as you were clapping before? You had the opportunity to benefit from the system. Does that make the system to be good? This is where I really want our elders. I have so much respect for anyone that is an elder because they have a lot of wisdom with them. Not all of them do. So I really want them to understand that don't only talk because of the way you feel in Nigeria before. Don't talk because of what you experienced. Free education then, and the biro and the pencil. I wonder who did his own. Nigeria was an regional competition that time. And today, all these things we're talking about is normal. What we are seeing now is politicians killing the people. So it's a different world entirely. That is not the Nigeria again. So if you are going to react because of what you experience, so we have the right to react the way we are still feeling and experiencing. So let's continue with the article anyway. Idoma Voice gathered that among the victims was a personnel of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, identified as Ernest Ayinda, a native of the community, Barrister Francis Utu, who confirmed the attack to a reporter, said about 4 persons were killed in Yelewata, while other women sustained machete cuts. In a separate attack, a joint security patrol team in Benue State was ambushed by suspected armed Fulani herdsmen, resulting in serious injuries and the disappearance of 3 officers. The incident occurred along the Daudu Uikoho Expressway in Guman local government area of Benue State. The patrol team, which include operatives of the police mobile force 13 PMF, 58 PMF, State Intelligence Service, SIS, Operation Zenda Counter-Terrorism Unit, CTU, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NLCDC, Benue State Civil Protection Guards, and local vigilante groups was conducting a routine operation when they spotted the burning houses approximately 2 kilometers from the expressway, just like what I explained from the beginning of this video. Upon advancing to assess the situation, the team was ambushed by the armed attackers believed to be herdsmen setting fire to horses in the villages. During the encounter, Police Inspector Ochepo Benjamin, his number is APNO 266789, and an NCDC officer, that is NLCDC, sustained gunshot wounds and were evacuated to the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, Makode, where they are currently receiving treatment. Also, another police inspector, Mohammed Abdullahi, AP number 196271, and 2 NSCDC officers went missing during the attack. A coordinated search operation is ongoing to locate the missing personnel. The attack is coming few weeks after suspected herdsmen attacked Yelewata and killed over 200 persons. When contacted by a reporter, the Benue State Police Public Relations Officer Edet Udeme acknowledged the inquiry and promised to provide details, but had not responded as of the time of filing this report. May the souls of those who died rest in peace. It is so unfortunate that the same Yelewata, that people thought that by now security operatives, the military, the Air Force, will have presence around there to search around the area, bring the perpetrators to book. The police paraded some persons that we don't know, up till now we don't know what they are doing with the case anymore. They paraded them, they said that these are the people who carried out the Benue attack. I laugh. Up till now, nobody hear about anything about them again. For how long are we going to continue like this? Just for how long? It's just a question. For how long? Is it not time? We understand that we've got to hold these politicians to account. We must demand a stop, final full stop to this system. I said always that the least condition that can make this place to start flourishing again is if they stop the whole security agency and make sure that this country return to the Aburi Accord. That is where regions will control their security, control their resources. Like, that is the minimum something that they will do before this place can be habitable. It's not habitable. Yes, you are living in your house, you are enjoying, but don't ever pray that what happens to others will happen to you. Because if you pray that, the following morning you will die. Because people are dying every day. I just told you that the day they had coalition meeting, that is the only day the terrorist attack did not attack Nigeria. It is what it is. I'm Okocha Pimas. I'm a conflict reporter. Well, if you find yourself in this channel, know that these are the kind of news we report in this channel. We choose to do that because we don't have news media that are much who are reporting what is happening from across Nigeria. That is why we choose to do what we are doing. Thanks for listening.